There are days where I feel extreme discouragement because some days we're hitting $1,000, some days we're hitting almost 2K, some days we're hitting almost 3K, and especially when you have had weeks of consistent over $1,000 in sales. Days like today where we've had 100 sessions, but we've only made $100, which is, it happens. I've been here before, but coming from a day where we made $1,700 the other day, and then today $200 is pretty wild. And the thing is, it's not like I haven't been here, but I still feel discouraged. Especially that you still have to work on things. You still have to work on the future collection. You still have to pack your orders. You still have to process returns and exchanges. There are days where we hit negative because of returns, and the fact that I am so bothered by this and letting this get to me is so absurd. But I am human. At the end of the day, I am human who's running this business, and it's just a reminder to myself that all the content and all the work that I've done today is a result of tomorrow, the next day. I've had a video that go viral. A week later, I posted, and that is what changed my whole entire life. I know this deep inside that today's result is not what defines who I am and who we are as a brand. And you know, there's a lot of factors that could be playing into this. Maybe the algorithm is not working well. Maybe it just hasn't reached the right person. Just a year ago, we've had days of no orders. We've had days of having zero on our sales, and I've had sales today, and I still feel discouraged. That being said, I don't think humans are made to be satisfied, and I think humans are there to keep wanting more and more. But also at the same time, I kind of need money to be able to launch the next collection and, you know, pay the bills and stuff. So that's also another concerns that I have in mind. But I'm sorry, even if it looks great on the outside, there's going to be slow months and there's going to be slow weeks in e-com, especially as a small business owner. When you're a big brand, you have a lot of SKUs to work around with. You have a full team to manage ads, creatives, pump out content, can't afford to throw sales if the sales are low. This is why a lot of small businesses fail and close within the first year or two. We're on our second year, and it can get tough. But I'm making this video to just give myself another reminder, because 5 years from now, when I look back at this video and when I'm getting used to getting hundreds and thousands of orders a day, I'm going to laugh at this video because, girl, what the fuck were you worried about? Whenever I feel discouraged like this and feel like all the work that I've done today means nothing and whatever, I always try to think about where I was 2 years ago, starting my business and having many days of zero sales to where I am right now. I should be grateful that I'm even getting exchange orders. The fact that I have to come to work every single day to be able to pack the orders and ship out, that's a blessing. Okay, that made me feel better. This is why I decided to make YouTube, so I can just yap. Because sometimes I can't really talk about these things with anyone. I can talk about this with my friends, but then they're gonna try to give me solutions. I don't need solutions, I just need to rant. But I can't rant about these things on TikTok Live. There's always those trolls who's gonna be like, you're running the business wrong. Anywho, this is my renting session, so I can look back at this. But yeah, sometimes running a business, especially when you're in building mode, not everything is rainbow and glamorous and beautiful. This is also why I always say building a business is a spiritual journey, because you have to put yourself into a ground and you have to like ground yourself. You have to be really in tune with yourself and just believe that the universe is going to give back all the work that you've done and all the sacrifice, and everything that you've done is not gonna go to waste. Because I think discouragement comes from thinking that this is not worth it, all the work that you've done is meaningless. But not all success is built overnight. It's a gradual change, it's a gradual step. Whatever you were doing yesterday is practice, today is process, tomorrow is the result. I came far. I gave up on a lot of things to build this. And there are days where I feel like, what am I even doing this for? And a lot of the times when I answer that question to a lot of people, why did you start a business? Like, what's the reason behind all of this? But the grand scheme of things, my dream is to be able to make a lot of money so that I can help a lot of people. I believe in a lot of things, and I want to have that positive impact on people, on people's lives. But the core reason behind all of that is for myself to be feeling good by helping other people, feeling good by creating things that I want to create, feeling good by proving to myself that I'm not a loser. I grew up being told that I'm not worthy, I am not smart. I am not smart. You know what? I am not smart. That's why I'm doing this. If I was smart, I would be sitting in a corporate office doing work. I'm not smart. So I need to build a business so I can hire smart people. I need help from other people. But anyways, yeah, today just felt tough. And there are days like this. I haven't cried in so long, but today got me to cry. And I'm tired of comparing myself with other businesses that are showing up on these interviews saying, oh, I did 5 million on my first year, I did 16 million on my second year. And I just keep comparing myself like, God damn it, am I doing something wrong? Even though I know deep down that everyone has different timeline and everyone has different capacity. But sometimes I'm like, am I able to really grow my business to that point? Sometimes doubts come in, and sometimes I can't always be positive, and I can't always be happy. And sometimes I hate that feeling. But this is part of the journey. This is a part of the journey that I'm gonna always have to remember. Because one day, I will actually become really famous. ACATS is going to become really famous, and we are going to be making in the millions. And then there's going to be days where I'm going to feel conceited, and I'm going to be conceited, and I'm going to look back at this video and humble the hell out of me. I gave myself no choice but to make this work. And sometimes the choices that I make are very questionable, but I bet on myself, and I need to bet on my decisions and see where that takes. Because I'm nowhere near perfect, and I've never been perfect, and I'm never going to be perfect. And humans were never built to be perfect. I need to lock in.